All right, guys. So this is another Indianapolis Colts Bring the Juice film breakdown with your guys, Derek and Max. This one's probably going to be a shorter one here, guys, because there's really not a whole lot to break down from this game. A lot of great plays by the defense, a whole lot of bad from the offense, and we'll break down a couple of these. This is the first drive for Indianapolis on the offensive side. Colts got 15 yards, free yards, because one of the defensive tackles hit Ellinger in the face the previous play. Here, you're just going to see Jelani Woods lined up on the right side. He's just going to run an out. Ellinger is going to drop it in triple coverage, make a beautiful throw, but Jelani just drops it. And Jelani had a couple of big drops in this game. This one really stalled the offensive progression on this drive. Just going to drop it right into the middle pocket there, and Jelani just drops it. I mean, Max, I don't know, man. It was just one of those. Jelani had like two plays in this game where, he could have really made a big impact if he had just held on to both, but he dropped both in this game, and that's not good to see from him.
Yeah, Jelani was attached to the line of scrimmage on this play. He was part of the line of scrimmage. Great play design, pump fake. These linebackers this guy's playing the run to Dion, and this guy's going to play the potential jet sweep to Paris Campbell on this play. So as we run it through, he's going to stick his foot in the ground, and then Jelani's going to be wide open. He's going to find the soft spot in the zone. Sands puts it on a dime, and Jelani just didn't catch it.
All right, guys. So here, the Colts do a really great job defensively pretty much all game, and that's what the majority of these highlights are going to be in this film breakdown, because realistically, the defense really only gave up 12 points in this game. Even Bill Belichick was saying that the Colts were recognizing some of the New England plays before they even ran them. Makes a whole heck of a lot of sense the way the Colts defense played through the majority of this game. Here, you're just going to see Bobby Okereke right in the middle of your screen. He's just going to run a delayed blitz straight up through the A-gap. And thankfully, this is on a halfback draw, so Mac Jones never sees it. And by the time he hands it off to Stevenson in the backfield, Okereke is right there to grab him before he even has a chance to react. Delay blitz comes right in. Stevenson gets it, and Okereke drops him for a 5-yard loss. I mean, that's just a great play, Max. Great design by Gus Bradley.
Yeah, we rarely see Gus Bradley blitzes in this scheme. He rarely blitzes. He's a wide 9 guy. Has a defensive line play the run on the way to the quarterback, and this time he sent Bobby on a blitz, and it worked to perfection. These linebackers have been playing well all year. Richard Smith has been really doing well has these guys really playing well without Shaq being in the lineup most of the year.
All right, guys. So this was the first sack of the game for the Indianapolis Colts. They had 4 of them in this game. Defensive line really did a fantastic job, but this one was really more of a coverage sack here, Max. What you're going to see here is everything is covered on the back end of this. Really, the only choice that Mac Jones would have had if he would have stayed in this pocket is the tight end that's going to seep out into the flat. But even if he does that, still may not even get the first down. But the Colts coverage really does a fantastic job of covering every option down the field. And Mac Jones feels like he has to avoid the pressure. Then you have Yannick Ngakoue and DeForest Buckner down here at the bottom, both combined for this first sack. Everything is covered. Tight end goes out. Mac Jones pulls out. DeForest Buckner and Yannick Ngakoue just end up with a beautiful sack here at the end, Max. And the defensive line, DeForest Buckner especially, really has been coming on strong lately.
Yeah, he fought through that double team. He had great awareness on this play and ended up getting a big sack.
All right, guys. So this was the second sack registered in this game. Second of 9 that were registered by New England in this game. This was Matt Judon's second in the first 2 drives. So Judon and the defensive tackle here are going to run a stunt on Pryor and Smith here. And if you've been following along with the Colts offensive line all year, you know that the right side of the offensive line has struggled to accompany any stunts on the inside, especially towards Matt Pryor. Matt Pryor here is just going to overcommit to the defensive tackle who's crashing to the outside. Judon's going to use his speed to get past Matt Pryor, and Matt Pryor just allows another sack here. It's going to come crash down. Judon just bam, and Pryor never stood a chance. Max, I think this is just more, you see this time and time again every week. Just again goes to show you he should not be an offensive lineman for the Indianapolis Colts right now.
Yeah, and this is a rough matchup against this Bill Belichick defense. You know, Bill Belichick attacks the weakest parts of your offense and then takes away what you're best at. And on this play, he gets the weakest part of the offensive line, which is the right side, gets Matt Pryor to flip his hips to the outside, and then he's beat from there. He tries to hold Matt Judon right there, but he knows he's way too late, and Sam gets hit.
All right, guys, so this is another sack for the Indianapolis Colts defense, this time by Kwity Paye, who's just coming back from that ankle injury that he suffered in week 5. Kwity Paye looking fast and strong as ever. Here, this is just going to be a simple bull rush by Kwity Paye. This is what he specialized in, coming in off the left side. He's going to be taking on this right tackle. And again, great coverage in the backfield by this Colts defense. Causes Mac Jones to hesitate for about a second, gives that defensive line a chance to close the pocket in, and Mac Jones has nowhere to go except into the arms of Kwity Paye. Just going to see bull rush, pocket closes in, Mac nowhere to go. Another great play there, Max, all around by the defense.
Yeah, it was great to see Kwity come back after 4 games missed with a high ankle sprain that he had against Denver. And it really didn't look like he had any rust to shake off as he got off to a fast start and had one of the best games of his season.
All right, guys. So here you're just going to see another RPO here for Sam Ehlinger and this offense. Really, during this game, it was just the story of the 2-yard run by the Indianapolis Colts, because that's literally what it felt like all game long. The Colts averaging only 2 yards per carry on over 50% of their runs. They just could not get anything going. And it's been the storyline all year of this offensive line. Really, I mean, it's going to be mainly man-to-man blocking all for up front. And realistically, just nobody gets a push. And Dion just has nowhere to go. You see nobody getting drove off the line. And Max, I mean, this is just another example of like just nobody on the offensive line generating any kind of push that we're used to seeing from this offensive line unit. And it's a mystery as to why that is.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting stood up every play. It looks like they're running in quicksand. And hopefully Jeff Saturday can, for the next 8 games, can bring these guys back to what they used to be.
All right, guys, so this was a huge 3rd down stop here. Colts defense gave up a few good runs here on this drive, but were able to stall the New England Patriots here. Basically, out here on the right side, you're basically just going to have a zone coverage out here with the triple wideout group set here. These 3 linebackers are all Zaire is going to cover the middle of the field. Kenny is going to cover the right outside the hash, and Isaiah Rodgers is covering anything in the flat. So they do a great job of keeping their responsibilities. Although the first thing that they're trying to do, Gilmore is matched up with Hunter Henry here on the top, and Bobby is just spying wherever Stevenson is going. And that's where Mac Jones wants to throw this football. But Defoe gets in there and hits Mac as he's trying to throw, and Bobby just has blanket coverage here. Left tackle jumping the snap as it was all game. And then Bobby just all over Stevenson. And we saw this a couple times, Max, where this happened. And I mean, it was great to see that the Colts had somebody at linebacker who can really cover a running back right now.
Yeah, like you said, Bobby seemed to always be around the ball this game. he had a couple coverage snaps where he made a couple nice plays, and it was borderline pass interference, but he got away with the calls. It was perfect coverage, blanket coverage. Default a nice swim move on his guard, getting to the outside shoulder, and then getting home.
All right, guys. So this was one of the few plays offensively that the Colts did a good job. Basically, it's just going to be a simple curl route for Paris Campbell here at the bottom of your screen. Mo Ali Cox is going to run an out route, and Pittman's going to run a crosser. If Ellinger had held on to this ball for another half second, he could have hit Michael Pittman here for an easy 15 yards, but obviously got rid of it too quickly. But Paris Campbell just shows you the ability after the catch to get extra yards. He's going to run that curl, sees nothing in front of him, comes back around, is able to get those extra yards. I mean, Max, it's one of those situations. He keeps showing you every week that, you know, if you get the ball in his hands, man, he can do something special with the ball.
Yeah, and that was a nice block by Mo on this play right here from this angle. Just bring him free for an extra 2 or 3 yards to get the first down. But yeah, this is going to be a big question coming up in the offseason, whether you want to re-sign Paris Campbell to a long-term deal since he's in the last year of his rookie deal.